Imagine an island so haunted that fishermen refuse to drop anchor nearby. Poveglia Island, just a few miles from Venice, is a place surrounded by mist, silence, and fear. Locals call it the Island of the Dead. It's said that more than 160,000 souls were buried here, victims of plague, madness, and cruelty. This story isn't about legends alone. It's about real history, real death, and a darkness that still lingers in the ruins today. The beginning, the Island of the Plague, the story of Poveglia, begins in the 14th century, when the Black Death swept across Europe. Venice, a thriving city of trade, became one of the worst-hit regions. In desperation, the government decided to quarantine the sick and dying, and they chose Poveglia Island as their dumping ground. Small boats would carry the infected to this island, often against their will. Once there, they were left to die, surrounded by burning plague pits. Witnesses said the smell of ash and rotting flesh could be felt miles away. Some claim that half the island's soil today is mixed with human remains. The asylum where the living met the dead centuries later. In the early 1900s, a mental asylum was built on the island. The idea was to isolate the mentally ill from society, but what happened there was far worse. Patients reported seeing ghosts and hearing screams at night. At first, doctors dismissed them as hallucinations, until even staff members began to hear the same sounds. One doctor, known for cruel experiments, allegedly performed lobotomies without anesthesia, using crude tools like hammers and chisels. He believed that he could cure madness by cutting away parts of the brain, but in the end, it was said that the island drove him insane. Witnesses claim that one night, he climbed to the top of the bell tower and threw himself off, screaming that he was surrounded by the souls of the dead. According to legend, his body was never found. The island today, Italy's forbidden zone today, Poveglia, is closed to the public. The Italian government has officially banned visitors, calling it unsafe. But local whispers tell another story, that even the bravest paranormal investigators refuse to stay after sunset. Fishermen say their boats' compasses spin wildly near the island. Drones that attempt to film it often lose connection or crash mysteriously. Some explorers claim they've recorded unexplained voices on tape, whispering in Italian, calling for help. There are still remains of the asylum, the plague pits, and the bell tower, now covered in vines and silence. But if you step close enough, locals swear you can hear faint screams carried by the wind. Legends and theories, what really lurks there? Some believe the island is haunted by the spirits of plague victims seeking revenge for being abandoned. Others say the tortured souls of the asylum patients never left. Paranormal researchers have recorded strange electromagnetic activity, but skeptics claim it's all just folklore. Yet, no one can deny the energy that surrounds Poveglia. Even tourists on nearby islands report feeling dizzy, anxious, or watched when facing it. A few brave visitors who sneaked in have described dark shadows moving inside the buildings and voices that seem to echo inside their minds. One man even claimed to be pushed into the water by unseen hands. The mystery remains: why does Poveglia remain sealed off? Is it truly unsafe, or is something being kept secret from the world? Every attempt to develop or sell the island has failed. Buyers back out. Investors vanish. It's as if the island itself doesn't want anyone there. Perhaps it remembers every soul that died on its soil, and perhaps it's still waiting for more. The question that haunts: so, what do you believe? Is Poveglia just a tragic reminder of human cruelty and disease? Or is it truly a doorway to something beyond death, a place where the cries of the past never fade? One thing's certain: when night falls on the Venetian lagoon, and the mist covers the water, no one, not even the locals, dares to look toward Poveglia. If this story gave you chills, make sure to subscribe, because every week, we uncover another real story of horror, mystery, and the unexplained. Your next nightmare might be waiting in the next video.